SLP, hello.
We have
Hello.
today.
I'm gonna put this very quickly.
He's only visiting for a minute.
Hey, there you go.
He's like, no, I have to practice my violin. Yes, you go. Good job. Good job.
Let me know if the live stream looks good on your end, Thea.
Great. Oh, yeah, let me check.
Is it? You have more daylight where you are, Thea? Hi, fan.
Yes,
Hi,
Thea's in
fan.
LA, so Thea's getting more daylight than all of us.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was like, what is going on over there?
I'm on the other coast. And the live stream does look great, by the way.
Great. All right.
Wonderful. Well, it is 5 o'clock. Should we start?
Yep. Go ahead and admit everyone.
Hey.
Hello, hello. Let's admit everybody. Oh no. Yeah. Let's be those people who just let everybody in. No, we only let the right ones in. So yeah, welcome, fam. It's the Monday after the Tuesday after the Monday after the Tuesday, or whatever. We're still here. We're still here, and we're still doing our thing, because that's what we do. Like we said at the end of Plays for the Plague Year, we're gonna keep the light on because that's what we do. You know, or you can turn the light off if that's what you do. We welcome you all. This is Watch Me Work. I'm SLP. We have been doing Watch Me Work for many years, like 15 years, Lord have mercy. And we have been supported all this time by the Public Theater and by HowlRound. Thank you to both of those organizations. And what we do the same thing all the time. We sit and we work together. And then we talk about your work and your creative process. So Watch Me Work actually means that we will be talking to you about your work and your creative process. And feel free to answer questions at the appropriate moment, knowing that your question is probably the same question that somebody else has, and it's going to be super duper helpful to all of us. And I was going to say something else, but I think what we don't have time to do, we don't have time to actually share work. So if you're feeling like reading your work aloud, that's not what this space is for. We're just going to talk shop. And our wonderful people from the New Work Development Department are going to tell you how to ask a question when it's time.
Yes, we are. Hi, everyone. So what's going to happen is we're going to have a 20-minute work period. And then when the alarm goes off, it'll be sort of a question moment. And you can use the raise your hand function, which is at the bottom menu of your screens, your little Zoom screens. And then we will call on you and you can feel free to ask your question.
Well done. Well done. We love you. We love you. No one but God above you. Here we are. Okay. So that's my cue to say, here we go. I've got my timer and Yeah. So here we are in the question part of the show. If y'all have questions, we can find some answers. They're around here somewhere. The answers are around here somewhere.
Hi, Jed, go ahead.
Hi, SLP.
Hey, how are you doing, Jed? Good to see you.
Uh, my regular phrase is I keep showing up, and that's all I have to say about it.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah. So first, congratulations on being a literary lion.
Oh yeah, rawr.
That's a fantastic accolade. Very, very, very
Thank-
proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
I'm sure more accolades to come. So my question today, my queer scouting play has been accepted into the Fertile Ground Festival. Thank you, everyone.
Yay!
Pretty excited about it.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
And my act up play is this close to being finished with the first draft. So I'm feeling pretty excited about my momentum.
Yes, good. As you
Not-
should be.
Thank you. I struggle with the confidence, but I'm gonna jump in.
Mhm.
The dramaturg that I work with, Alice Twan, in Los Angeles, who, by the way, told me about Morgan Jeunesse over the weekend, and I'm very sorry about that loss.
Yes. Yes. Tell
Um,
everybody, share that news with us, Jed, since you brought it up. Morgan's, yeah, you lifted up Morgan's
Sure.
name.
So Morgan Jeunesse is a legendary and iconic dramaturg who has worked with emerging writers for decades and has been recognized as one of the giants of the field. Passed away last week after an illness. Taylor Mack was her guardian angel and shared that news with the dramaturg that I work with. So I am a beneficiary by proxy because everything that she taught writers was taught to my dramaturg. And
Oh,
in
wow.
the course of our conversation Saturday was like, I've invested in you what she invested in me. And that felt really
Mm-hmm.
centering.
Mm-hmm.
So I have been encouraged to direct this piece.
Oh,
Yeah, I was not ready for that, but it's been suggested that I know the work the best. And because it is a staged reading instead of a full staged production, I wondered if you had any tips about how to bring it to life off the page. I would like to use a couple of effects, liberal use of Mylar and a few lighting cues, and I am benefiting from an original harp score.
wow.
I
Like a
know.
harp like this?
Yeah, yeah. I found
Wow.
a musician in a workshop I was just in. She agreed to come on
Wow.
as a music director, and she's going to compose original score for this on
Wow.
harp, which is just taking my
Fantastic.
breath away. I'm so excited about it.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
That's thrilling. That's thrilling.
And
Well,
she's
so you,
creating a
so
mask for the Fox character. So it's like, I
wow.
wish it was a
Wow.
full production.
Well, it will be, and it will be soon.
I
It will
hope
be
so.
soon.
Any
How much
thoughts about
rehearsal
how to
time?
draw people out?
Well, how much rehearsal time do you have?
Well, the festival is in April. My goal is to
Okay.
have a table read by Zoom in January.
Great. Great. And when do you think you'll be able to get together with folks after that?
I will be away for the month of January, so my goal is to start rehearsing in person starting in February.
Great. Great. Okay. Okay, great. That's so you have plenty of time. And here's the next question. How comfortable it's a staged reading, which is
Correct.
great, which means it's script in hand, right?
Right.
Or on music stands. Is that correct?
That's what I'm thinking, music stands.
Great, great. And people standing or sitting or whatever is comfortable, maybe sitting. I assume your harpist is going to be sitting. They're going to be.
I'm not telling the harpist what to do.
Oh, okay.
I'm leaving
That's a
room
good
for
thing.
her. And she's also devising an original curtain raiser, which kind of
Oh,
sets
wow.
the mood and the motifs. I'm
Fantastic.
so lucky to have found this artist.
Wow, fantastic.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. I mean, I think the main thing to draw people out, I feel, that you want them to become comfortable, right? So if you have these rehearsals, I would just say, be mindful of the comfort zone of your actors. The play's the thing. It's really there. Hopefully they're there to serve your wonderful, beautiful play. And they will extend themselves as they feel comfortable, So doing things like giving them music stands, giving them scripts that are, printed in the manner that they want them printed or on their devices as they want them. Keeping the changes, I would suggest like things like no last minute changes that might, unless they're absolutely necessary, things like that. Give them a firm foundation.
Mhm.
And tell them, encourage them to have a conversation with you about what they think. I mean, again, rewrites are great, but last minute rewrites are tricky. Give them a lot of encouragement, but also give them, tell them, hey, I'd like, if their take on the character is totally 180 and it could be surprising, you might go, yeah, oh, I never thought of that. Great. But if it's not what you're thinking and it's not what you'd like to see, have a conversation with them about that.
One thing I
The
am doing is some of the references are unfamiliar because it is sort of couched in ballroom culture.
okay.
And many of the people I'm talking to have no knowledge of that.
Oh, okay.
So I'm having people watch like The Queen and Paris is Burning and things like
Oh,
that
great,
to
great.
sort of feed them.
Great. And maybe is there a glossary or anything that might help? It's just a quick reference for people, like,
That's a
oh,
great
that's what
idea.
they mean when they say that. Either a word or phrases.
Mhm.
Foreign words and phrases, or words that might be foreign or different or new.
Yes.
Again, making people feel included rather than, if you're not in the know, then why you here kind of thing. You don't want to go there. You want to make people and encourage curiosity. I think it's great that you're going to be directing anything from new work development. Y'all have seen more readings than anything. Amrita and Helen. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I think that's such great advice, SLP. And I'll offer when it comes to readings, I always love to hear the play. And whatever it takes to hear the play and whatever elements support that, that's what I care about the most. So admittedly, what's in that, Jed, is I've sometimes seen readings that are so heavily staged that I come out of it and I'm like, I didn't hear that play. And so what can really support the essence of the writing and the work is what I love to experience.
There is one song in the piece. So there is a choreography bit. So they're going to be doing this choreography seated.
I think that's great. I think certain moments that feel special and intentional are great to uplift in that way.
Mhm.
And then for the majority or the essence of it, how we can really hear your words.
Great. I would like to keep like the lighting and anything extra as simple as possible because we have the benefit of this brilliant score coming our way. So I don't want to distract from those contributions, but this is helpful input. Thank you.
Yeah. Amrita, that's so great. Yeah, of course. We want to hear the play. Yeah.
Mhm.
I forgot to say that. Thank you. That's brilliant. That's absolutely brilliant. Yeah. That is so important. They're there to serve. You're there to serve your play as well. Well
Mhm.
said. Anything else? It's gonna be fun. You're gonna have a good time. You're gonna have fun.
I hope so. It is a comedy. So
Oh, okay. Well, you better have fun then.
for kids who don't want to be outdoors without their phones.
Love it.
Yeah, it should be
Love
fun.
it.
And thank you for all of the chat comments. These are all great
Right.
suggestions. So thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Jed. Thank you for sharing. If anyone else has questions, feel free to raise your hand. Mugabe, you can go.
Thank you for having me in this space. Thank you, SLP. Thank you, New York Development. Hi, this is my first time here. I'm currently at McDowell doing a fellowship over here of senior work in the library. Yeah, and it's an honor to be here. I'm working on my first full-length play, and I recently got accepted into a play development program called Cimientos by IATI Theater in New York. And they're gonna have like 10 sessions over Zoom with me and 9 other playwrights. And after that, it's gonna culminate in a week-long festival where all of our plays will get dramatized readings by a professional director and 5 actors. And as the playwright, like we will like be involved in those rehearsals. And we'll be able to provide input to the directors afterwards. However, this is my first time ever doing a play development program. And I've done residencies before, but like residencies like McDowell, where it's like you're self-directed, you know? And so my question to you is like, what should I like be like seeking out from this play development program, from these like 10 sessions that I will have with these dramaturges and with these playwriting professionals? What should I be looking for and seeking out from that? And what should I be looking for and seeking out from the actual experience of the rehearsals with the director and with the actors? Because that'll be my first time ever doing dramatized reading as well. And so I'm new to everything, but I'm like open to learn and open to any and all input.
Wow, cool. Congratulations, first of all, for writing a play, getting accepted. I mean, it sounds like you're going to have a wonderful, wonderful experience. I guess I would start by framing it like that. Remind yourself that you're going to have a wonderful experience. You know?
Thank you.
Yeah, just say I'm having a wonderful experience in this program, and it's going to really I would suggest, I mean, again, and I'll bounce it to New York Development in a sec. I would suggest that I would want to hear my play. I would want to, I mean, I have a belief that writers, as writers, this is my belief. It might not be true for everybody, but I believe that writers know their work. I really believe that. The idea that the writer is, someone who doesn't know what they're doing and can only know what they're doing by getting in community with other wonderful professionals, I think ultimately doesn't serve the writer as much as the belief that you know what you're writing. Actors, directors, dramaturgs are amplifiers. If you've ever played an instrument, do you play an instrument?
I rap and do spoken word poetry.
Great. So you've had a microphone, right?
Yeah,
You've
yeah,
had a microphone,
yeah,
had an amp, right? So
Mhm.
so those folks, those wonderful, brilliant colleagues and collaborators, to me, always feel like amplifiers. They're going to amplify
Okay.
they're not going to tell me what I'm doing. So I go to them to be amplified, not to be. Please tell me what my play is about. That relationship isn't as helpful as please help me hear it. Help me hear it. So that is a different kind, and that doesn't discount them at all. It's just that to me over the years has resulted in me doing my best work.
Mhm.
So you come to it with, you know, a lot of joy, also a lot of I would lead with love, which doesn't
Mhm.
mean you're a doormat. People think, oh, I'm a doormat when I said lead with love. Lead with
Mhm.
love means treat them with the love and respect as you would a love partner. That means you
Mhm.
can tell them what you think about what they're doing.
Mhm.
You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Be
Mhm.
honest and tell them what you think in a loving way because you want everybody to grow. You know,
Mhm.
um, um, uh, encourage yourself to rewrite.
Mhm.
You know, rewrite during the process if that's appropriate for you. When
Mhm.
they're giving notes, write them down.
Mhm.
You don't just sit there and go, yeah, I mean, not like someone's giving you notes and you're a lot of writers just yeah, and then the next week they forgot what you said. You know,
Mhm. Mhm.
you can write down, take a notebook. I mean, write them longhand is actually good. It moves your body in a way while people are
Mhm.
talking. You're writing things down, right? That's
Mhm.
super helpful. Um, uh, yeah, ask a lot of questions.
Mhm.
You know, if something doesn't feel right or someone doesn't get, you know, say something
Mhm.
in a kind and loving way. Hey, sister, I don't think you're understanding what I meant in this part of the show. You know,
Mhm.
can we talk? You know, you don't need to call anybody out or shame anybody. You
Mhm.
can call everybody in and develop a conversation that way.
Mhm.
Like Amrita said, you want to hear your play? You definitely want to hear your play. Anything else? New work development? Anything else? Amrita, what do you think?
I love all that, SLP. And also, yes, Magabi, just want to say congratulations again. This is so wonderful to think of kind of coming from the space that is McDowell into this program. The only other thing that I'll offer, because I really uplift everything that SLP said, is to lead with desire. And I find whenever I'm engaging with writers in a program, the key thing that I want to know is, what do you desire? What do you want?
Mhm.
What in the process can I support you with? And
Mhm.
often, and I will say this, certainly not all desires can be met every day, every
Mhm.
time. I may want $1 million now. I don't know if I'll get it, but I think usually there are ways to say, like, if I want to talk to somebody, if I want to, connect with someone, particularly connections or something our field can do so well. I believe in the possibility of what can happen when you name your desires.
Mhm. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. And I really appreciate your time.
Oh, sure. And just to close everything Amrita said, Amrita's always right. And just please know that you know what your play is about.
Mm.
You might not be able to articulate it in crisp, maybe academic or scholarly or buzzword language as some of the people you're involved with, but know that you know what your play is about. It might not be on the tip of your tongue,
Mhm.
or you might that sound bite, that blurb right away at hand. Know that you know what your play is about. Just give yourself that gift.
Mhm.
And you might not be able to articulate it next week or next year, but you know.
Mhm.
And that glass is already full. That's good. You
Mhm.
got that.
Mhm.
So, and then you'll be able to unpack it and articulate it in time for your press junket. When you go on the press tour with your fabulous play,
Mm.
you'll have
Thank
the
you.
talking points. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you so very much. I really appreciate you.
Enjoy McDowell. Enjoy McDowell.
Yeah,
Yay.
I'm loving it so far. 2.5 weeks, and I got
Okay.
another 4 to go, and I'm absolutely loving it.
Wow. Amazing. Look good.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
That was lovely. Thank you for sharing with
Mhm.
me. Any more questions? Phyllis, go ahead.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much. That was beautiful. It's my first time here. I'm a little bit nervous, but not really. So I am a new writer and I'm working on my first full-length play. And I I get stuck with hearing it in my head and then how to make it work on stage. For instance, I'll give an example. My bus takes place in a particular place, but it's also at the same time, and like it's inside and outside, and how to really stage it to, like you just said, I may not be able to articulate it, but
Mm-hmm.
to be able to stage it so that you can see both places.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah. So like that. So what's great is that um what's great is that you're writing your first full-length play. Congratulations. Yay. Kimmy was giving you Kimmy was clapping over there. I know, we're so
Thank
proud
you,
of you.
thank you, thank you. I appreciate
Look
that.
at you. Look at you. No, and I wouldn't worry about figuring out the staging right now because you're not there yet. So you don't have to let this, how am I going to stage this, going to get in the way of how am I going to write this? Can you see it?
I see it
Then
so
write that,
clearly. I see it
then write it
so
down.
clearly.
Then write it down. Please allow one of our brilliant, I mean, unless you want to direct it, but allow a brilliant director at the appropriate time to come in and enter your process and help you figure out the staging. You don't need to get stuck, to use your words, on something that isn't even part of what you're doing right now,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Like, what dress are you going to wear to your 75th birthday party? Oh my God.
I actually
Right?
do know that,
I
but
mean,
I'm
I don't know.
I'm
You
just
do. Okay.
joking.
Okay. Well, great. Then
I'm
you're not
joking.
sad about that. You know what I'm saying, right? We're not going to go,
I do. I
oh,
totally get
stop.
it. I totally get it.
It has kind of, it has almost nothing to do with what you're doing right now.
Okay. Great.
It gives illusion of having something to do with what you're doing right now because there's perhaps underneath that stuck is a feeling like I'm afraid. And so you put something there to be
Absolutely.
afraid about. Yeah, but you can be afraid and still write.
Yeah.
Well, you have characters in your play?
I have several. It's an ensemble.
Great, great.
Yeah.
They've come to you and they got you in a good
That they
way,
do.
right?
Yes.
They got you. They have shown up for you. They're here. They're so happy that you are seeing them, right? You're seeing them and you're going to carry them through. They're absolutely thrilled,
Thank
right?
you.
Okay.
Yes.
So yeah, so we don't need to be, I mean, we can be afraid, but then just like, well, what is it actually? You know, they got you. Your characters are there for you and they're going to see you through.
Thank you.
That's why writing is so much fun because you realize, oh, I got people. Even when I'm feeling alone, I got people. You know, it's a good feeling.
Thank you. I
So
really appreciate
thank you.
that.
Writing.
I
Do you
see
have a
some familiar.
schedule? Oh, I'm sorry. No?
I'm sorry, no, go ahead.
Do you have a schedule, a writing schedule that you like?
I'm really nailing it down now. I'm being more consistent. And
Okay.
I feel that I'm expanding in it now.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Good. There's consistency builds momentum. Momentum helps it ease. You know, it's like if you if you do yoga every day or every other day, you know, getting a schedule helps keep it going. You know, we really will do things that will help our process instead of hinder it, right?
Hmm.
So
Absolutely.
a daily schedule is the best. After that, it's less than the best. You know?
Thank you.
Like
Yes.
Jen said, he shows up. You get that in the showing up mode. Show up for your work. Show up for yourself. Okay?
Okay.
Great
Thank
question.
you.
Thank you.
I
Thank
appreciate
you.
it. Okay.
Oh, we appreciate you. Here we are.
Thank you for sharing. Crystal, hi, it's your turn.
Girl, how you doing?
I'm good. Hi, everyone.
How are you? How are your kids? How's your shoulder? I know so much about you.
Shoulder's
How you
good,
doing?
back is not. Sophia,
Oh,
my daughter's doing great in at Howard right now, and now we're getting my son ready to, well, he just auditioned for Berkeley, so School of Music, and so kids are good. What else? I had a run of a uh the Rashomon. Uh
yes.
we did
Oh,
that. It just
great.
closed yesterday. It
Oh
was
my gosh, congratulations.
beautiful. It was so beautiful. I'm so glad I said yes to it. It was a hard journey, but I
Mhm.
felt like it was worth it. Some major sacrifices, but it was really worth it. Um, so now I'm like, okay, what's next? You know? It's so and I've been asked a couple of times by some folks like, okay, what are you writing next? What are you doing next? And
Oh,
I'm like, I
great.
don't know. I don't know. It's a lot of pressure. But I started thinking about I came back to the play of Joe, about my friend Joe, who's
Right,
89
right,
years
right,
old,
right.
um, and I I was very frustrated with it for a while, and then I just put it down because I just couldn't hear anything. And now I'm kind of like, I think I'm ready to pick it back up. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean, I talk to Joe, and he still makes me laugh like no one else. But I can't.
Uh-huh.
I have the hardest time capturing his style of joking and translating it to the page. Uh, I'm trying to figure out how do I get those jokes? Like how do I even though you
Is
know
it
what
a
I mean?
verbatim? Hmm. I'm
Huh?
sorry. Is it
Oh,
a verbatim play? I mean, I've heard people say verbatim play. Is it like a play where you record what he says? Is it that kind of play? I
no,
mean,
it's
that's a
a play. I just took the essence of him and put him in
uh
a scenario where I think we talked about it, where he's like
yeah.
a nurse. He's a nurse who's had a million jobs, and now he's a nurse and he wants to be, the want was for him to be relevant, to be, it's more of the theme is more about ageism. I think,
Hmm.
and him wanting to do as much as he can with his life to feel like it has meaning. Um, but twists and turns and hilarity is supposed to ensue, but I'm not feeling that right now. So I guess I'm trying to figure out like where to what my heart should be as I approach the work, because it's not a heavy play. It's supposed to be light and funny, and I'm usually going for the like heavier things, the heavier themes,
Hmm.
and now I'm like, oh man, how do I have fun doing this? Uh, so that's kind of where I'm at right now, right today.
Well, the question is, I mean, can you quote him? Can you quote your friend
I
Joe?
have some quotes. I just don't know how
Okay.
to match it into the play.
Oh, well, maybe you just get a. I mean, you were saying, correct me if I'm wrong. How do I get those jokes, right?
Yeah,
Is that he'll tell a joke, right? So if you
yeah,
verbatim, like a verbatim play, you write down the joke as he tells it. You got to credit him, of course. This is
yeah,
one of Joe's jokes. You know what I mean? I mean, so you can credit him appropriately throughout the play. Write down all his jokes. Just hang out with him, have him tell you all his jokes. So maybe and those can be sort of the ingredients. And then you said about writing your play with a lot of his jokes.
huh.
Y-
So just record them or just record it.
Well, yeah, record, yeah, but at some point it has to go on to into your play.
Yeah,
Yes, but yes, record it. Yes, exactly. Yes, record him talking. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
That will, you can even have the character of the person talking being separate from, I don't know, you can play around with what you want to do with it. But yeah, record his voice.
Okay. Do you?
I mean, but tell him up front what you're doing, though. You know
Oh,
what I'm
he
saying? I
knows.
mean,
He knows already.
Okay.
And then he's
Okay,
like,
okay.
but I'm not funny. And I'm like, that's a lie. You know, that's not true. You are hilarious.
Okay.
Just a follow-up question. Being that
Yeah.
he's very much alive and well and all of that, is there a sense, kind of like with the question I had about the other play, being that I'm doing an essence of him and his personality, of like a voice that I should be listening to,
Other
hearing
than his?
okay, never mind.
Right?
Okay, never mind.
Listen to him. So record his voice. I mean, be very upfront with what you're doing. Credit him extensively. You know what I mean? We don't want for a minute to think like you're gonna not credit him. So credit him extensively. Be very upfront with him about what you're doing, and listen to his voice a lot.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
And you know, it's not his story, though, is it?
No,
I'm just right.
it's
Okay.
a made
So
up,
then you talk.
completely made up story.
Right. So then you talk to the character that knows the story, which is a different character.
Oh, I see.
And that's just somebody in your head. Get in touch with them. So you got to do two things. Get in touch with the character whose voice knows the story, and record Joe a lot.
Okay.
And tell yourself you know the story.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Like we said, tell yourself that you're having a wonderful time, or you're doing your very best, or it's working out as it should. Things like that can help.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Round 2. We're gonna get this.
I mean, come on, round 2. You can start crying when it's round 32, and not
Okay.
even that.
That's true.
Okay, I mean round 2. Please, girl, come on. You know, I know you better than that. Shit.
This is true.
Round.
This is true.
I was like, come on, Mike Tyson, you get in the ring. Come
Oh.
Right?
You're right.
Okay.
You're right.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. That's funny.
Oh, thank you so much, Crystal. It's lovely to hear from you. We have time for, I think, one more question, y'all. So if anyone wants to step up.
You just read from random pieces of paper on my desk. Hold fast the profession of your faith.
That
Oh, see what happens? Hey.
Marianne, feel free.
Thanks, SLP. Thanks, everybody. I wonder what your thoughts are on adapting someone else's work into the playwriting forum. Any just
Work
big
like a novel?
thoughts? Yes, this person is actually, yes, they want to adapt a novel that's part of a series into a play.
Great. I don't know. And they're giving you permission to do it.
Well, we're talking about it. It's still kind of miasmic and nebulous,
Yeah.
but
I
it's
mean,
very daunting
is it?
in a way. It's exciting.
In a way, you know, everything is daunting. And then we go like in degrees. Yes, it is daunting. You have a responsibility. This writer has done all this wonderful work. And there
Right.
you are going to adapt their work into a play. And oh, did I mention that they've done all this wonderful work? They've done a lot of work. They've done a lot of work. Oh my God, they've done a lot of work. Do you know how much work you don't have to do? Do you know? Oh my God, look, the novelist with all their skills has pounded out thousands of words. Oh my God. And they figured out a story already.
Already.
And characters and lines of dialogue and scenes and everything.
Yes, it's
And you
there.
have to make a play out of it. Yeah, which is like daunting, yes, but not so much daunting. It's exciting, it's thrilling. Again, let's frame it up for you. Oh, this is so exciting. I'm going to be respectful to the original writer. You know, it's like you hold their hand. When I adapt works, they're, dead writer like Richard Wright or Zora Hurston or whatever, and the Gershwin's Poor Game Best, and I hold their hand. I'm trying to do it here. I hold their hand. They hold my hand and we walk down the path together. We're together. I'm respectful, not so respectful that I can't make, it's daunting, but it's respectful. Done the work. Oh my God. Thank you for doing the work. You've already figured out the characters and the story and the scenes and the end. Maybe that
Right.
can change. But how exciting. So you're excited and thrilled, and you're going to be respectful, and you're going to find a very lean, dramatic shape to their
Yes.
beautiful, gorgeous novel. How long is the novel? It's a series, so it's long.
Yeah, it's one of the series, and I think there are 7 books all told. I haven't read, of course, all of them. But I
You do
love
one
that
at a time.
word. I love that you said lean.
Lean, of course, lean. Yes, it shall be lean. You're going to have a good time.
Right.
No.
Thank you. That helps so much. Thank you so much.
Realize, adapting a novelist, and I've written like 1.5. It's a hell of a lot of work, and how lucky you are to be partnering with a novelist.
I do feel that. Yes. Thank you.
Yay. It's 6 o'clock. Are we here next? Are we going to be doing Watch Me Work next week? Oh, goody.
We are back next week. Yes.
Goody. All right. All righty, poo. Love and adore y'all. Have a good week. We'll see you next time.
Thank
Thanks,
Bye.
y'all.
Thank you.